long for the sound. Steel wheels on steel rails. I guess there's something about a train. The side of the light.
Oh, hey guys, how you doing? Rick out here in the shop once again, and messing around with the old N-scale 2 foot by 4 foot layout. As you can see here from the last video, I pulled this little hill out of here. I'm going to go flat landing here, and I'm just going through and taking all the residue up off the from the glue and stuff, cleaning up. Took this grade crossing out. It may stay here, it may not. I'm not sure what's going to be the plan here, but I do plan on yanking this whole yard. This whole yard's got to come up out of here. This switch here that goes into the yard is busticated, so it's no good. And I got to redo this crossover here because the tracks are kind of cockeyed. If you look at it real closely in the camera there, let's see if I can focus you guys in on it. Right here, you can see that the track kind of wants to go this way and this way at the same time. They don't quite meet like this. They meet more like this. You follow what I'm saying? So this is all going to have to get pulled up. The outer track I think is okay. I've got a pretty wide gap here, but I don't think that's going to pose any real issues. It shouldn't. It hasn't yet. This turnout seems to function okay. Off camera, I did back a string of boxcars up this track and onto here. They did pick the points here, and they did derail here. So there's I see there's just a little bit of a kink in the turnout switch here. That can be fixed pretty easily with the needle nose pliers, but I'm not going to try that until I get this out. So I guess it's time to start pulling track. Get you guys pointed over that direction so you can see what I'm doing over there. Okay, well, I managed to get it apart. Had some casualties along the way. I don't typically put nails in the ties on turnouts. I usually leave the turnouts just floating. So for some reason, I thought it different on that one. I don't know exactly what happened there, but I may end up disassembling all of this. I'm not really sure, but right now we get this out, and I'm just going to lay it here. My thought is maybe to run these right alongside the main line here, just with a little bit of an angle on it instead of so severe an angle. Put one there. And what I'd like to do is put a turnout over here and put in a team track over here. This one here is just going to be the yard lead, so I'm not really sure where that's going to lead to. Never mind the saw blade, that's just just there. I had to change saw blades in one of my saws a while ago, and that was where it ended up, and that's just kind of where it's been staying. You have little wires here and there that I had to disassemble, but I'm going to pull all this road bed up. This old cork road bed, and it's really dry, it's really brittle. So I do have new road bed I can put on here. It's the Woodland Scenics kind of stuff, and it's superior to the cork. It's quieter, and I think it's a little bit more more long-lived. This is rather, like I said, this is rather brittle, and it's basically disintegrating right as I'm pulling it up. So it's really, it's not going to be worth trying to save the cork road bed. So that's going to come okay, off. Well, I've got this pretty well cleaned up over here and scraped down and picked up and denailified. And this end of the layout is actually about from the, well, or this thing here, where the microphone is on down this way. The layout is in pretty decent shape. It's not real bad shape. I got a track nail sticking up there, but that's not a big deal. We can take care of that. Where the problems lie is on this end of the layout. Let me get the camera pointed just a little bit more in this direction and show you what I'm talking about. Of course, we already know about the bad turnout over here. That's got to come out. And the problem with this one is I can pull it out, but the problem is it's all soldered together, so I have to desolder the rail joints. And I'm going to probably pull these curve pieces out when I pull this turnout, and then I'll just do those off the layout. What I've also discovered is, much to my dismay, is we've got a kink right here. For some reason, this rail joint didn't fare real well. Probably got bumped into or something, because I see it's broken tie where the track nail is there. So the fact that a train went over that without derailing is very interesting. And over here, which, let me swing the camera just a little bit that direction. Alright, over here is a piece of flex track instead of a fixed radius. And that's not even nailed down. So this is going to, basically everything from here all the way around to here is going to get ripped up. And where is all the way around to here? Yeah, the camera just doesn't have a wide enough angle. But basically from the curve over here all the way around to where that broken turnout is, all of this track is going to get tore up. So I don't see any other way of doing this other than to get on with it and start pulling track. Okay, there you go. With a little help from my soldering iron, I've got the tracks basically separated here. I do have to desolder this joint right here because that's still on there, and as you can see, this is the faulty turnout that caused all this mess in the first place. So, and these curved tracks here are actually still good. Managed to pull them out without breaking too many ties. The nails are kind of rusty, so they don't want to come out real easily, but they do eventually work their way out like that. And got a couple more down in here. I'm going to pull this road bed out because, again, it's that cork road bed and it's really super brittle. It breaks just too easily. So this one here, I'm going to salvage what I can out of it, but these curves are just, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I put this together, or maybe I wasn't thinking. I don't know. Whatever. Something happened here that it wasn't very good. Very poor workmanship here. So, yeah. So this is where we stand right now. At the moment, let's point the camera a little bit more towards this way. I'm kind of wide open as to what we can do down here. There's a whole lot of things we can do. These turnouts, I'm going to have to do a little bit of realigning right here. But I think these turnouts are going to live. They're going to be okay. So, I don't know. Just, I'm kind of at a point where I'm going to need to disassemble all these tracks, and I'm not going to make you guys sit through all of that because it's not exactly exciting to watch. And let's see, I don't know, maybe I'll, all kinds of ideas, just thoughts, ideas, things to think about. So I don't know, you guys let me know, what do you think I should do with this thing now? I've gotten it tore down this far. We're about a third of the way into the layout here being tore down. Basically everything from here back to you guys is looking pretty decent. I think that this is runnable out here. I've got one little kink over there, but I can super elevate that and get that taken care of. And yeah, this is that part of the track is perfectly fine. I'm going to be able to live with that. So all the work's going to be taking place basically from right about here on down this way. And I don't know, maybe we set it up so that the switching tracks run right along parallel with the main line. We could do that. They're not going to be very long tracks, but we could do that. I could throw another switch in here and make a team track over here, or like I said, over here, put a switch in and they have a team track over here. I kind of like the idea of a team track over this way. So I actually quite like the idea of maybe making the yard right here. So put a turnout in there. We'd have to put a reverse turnout on this. Let's see. How would I do that? I don't know. It's a rough thing, you know. I'll get the paper out and do some drawing and stuff, and graph paper, and see what I come up with for ideas. But right now I got a lot of thoughts going through my mind, and different ways of dealing with what we got going on here. So I'm going to sign off, and I got to get ready for a beta testing session here a little bit later on. So get this video edited, get it posted to the Google Tube, and I will talk at you guys later from the mess. So, of course, as always, until we talk again, whatever it is in life you do, keep on doing what it is you do.